Hello, everyone. Thank you guys all for being here today. Someone recently told me her biggest regret was doing exactly what she was told to do, believing that was her key to success. She never dared to color outside the lines. Our deep conversation centered around pushing our own limits, taking risks, overpowering the dominance of fear, which can be so crippling, and truly making our impact by disrupting the norm. I found her words to be raw, honest, and truly empowering. I left that conversation feeling like if I was determined enough, I could fly to the moon. If only life were that easy. Make a plan, stick with it, and then boom, automatic success. Sadly, more times than not, we are faced with obstacles that push our limits, test our convictions, and why, but most of all, put our ability to persevere to the grueling test. Let's talk about exploring the extraordinary. To do so, we have to define extraordinary. So what is extraordinary? And how can we achieve a state of consciousness that leads us to a place that isn't typical, normal, or ordinary? The Oxford Dictionary very simplistically defines extraordinary as very unusual or remarkable. This definition lends to my earlier narrative that extraordinary is not at all conventional or stereotypical. It's beyond that, sitting amongst Hall of Fame words like outstanding, exceptional, remarkable, and unfathomable. Being extraordinary, quite simply, won't be achieved by doing what everyone else does. Extraordinary is on epic proportions, and this requires an attitude and actions that support being comfortable with taking risk, stepping outside of the box that may lead you in a direction that is not always known or defined or even initially desired. However, extraordinary requires that you remain committed to getting to your desired destination, no matter what, being rewarded in the sphere of extraordinary. I recently learned about the concept of SMART goals. What are SMART goals, you may ask? Well, SMART goals are a goal-writing guide that outlines the 5 standards for your goals. These state that your goals should be S, specific, targeting a particular area for improvement, M, measurable, quantifying or suggesting progress metrics, A, achievable, ensuring you can achieve your goals with the given resources, R, realistic, outlining what results you can feasibly achieve using the available resources, and T, timely, highlighting when your goals should be achieved. When I reflect on these 5 standards, I think they're brilliant. Don't you guys? But what I quickly realize is remaining in a mindset and headspace of pushing boundaries and limits to reach the extraordinary, SMART goals won't always get me to the extraordinary. They're too realistic, typical, measurable, common, and they put me back to a place where I'm confined by dotted lines that require I stay within them. When truly exploring the extraordinary, one must be willing to push beyond all levels of comfort and ease, and even learn structures to create an actionable plan that sets you up to be in a position that isn't occupied by many. I often wonder what kept Thomas Edison motivated after failing over 2,774 times before he successfully invented the first light bulb. Surely he wasn't looking at his peers to draw comparisons. I imagine he had to be laser focused on his goal, realizing it had never been done before. The opinions of others, yes, the ones who are quick to remind you of the odds, certainly, he had to keep those voices away from his mind, especially after the 1,000th try. Mr. Edison was locked into his dreams, determined to accomplish his goals, realizing how extraordinary, momentous, and life-changing his invention would be. I believe he had to be brave, most of all. Yes, brave. I will end today with sharing my revised version of SMART goals. I call them brave goals. B, you have to believe you can do whatever you're putting your mind to. R, realizing it starts in your mind and ends with your actions. Keeping a growth mindset and always exploring unique opportunities. A, aspiring to be greater than you are each day. Your competition is yourself. You are without a doubt succeeding simply by making one tiny improvement in yourself each and every day. V, victories come in big and small wins. Celebrate them all. The highs and lows keep you engaged. There isn't a manual for life. If you're taking a step forward each day, you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And E, exploring the extraordinary. Examine your goals and ensure they are aligned with just who you want to be today, but more importantly, who you want to be at the end of your life. Living right now matters, but investing in your future self is imperative. Last year, at the beginning of my college journey, I wrote down some goals, ones I thought were smart and aligned with the vision I had for myself and my life. But as the application process began, I found myself deviating from those goals I was so set on. Self-doubt, the statistics, sometimes the opinions and advice of others only further fueled my fears, the fears that I had of what the outcome could or would be. It was only when I applied my own principle of setting brave goals that I felt my fears quieted, and I allowed myself to become excited about the possibilities rather than fearful of the outcome. Today, I implore all of you to stop being so safe. And I'll get extra loud on that one. Be brave. Color outside the lines. Craft a path that isn't straightforward, but incorporates some twists and turns. Shake up your mindset. Dream bigger. Dare to think different. Explore new ideas. Taste new things. Visit new places. Allow yourself to be afraid of the unknown, but equally as excited for the mystery your futures hold. Let your imaginations go wild. Explore the extraordinary, embrace it, and then create. Create the future you want for yourself, a future bigger and brighter, braver than any future ever imagined or experienced by anyone else. Again, it starts in your mind and ends with your actions. Be resolute about your passions and do the extraordinary. Jill Robinson is famously known for her quote, "The American dream is money." It's a great quote. However, I find the simple one to be equally as thought-provoking, so I'll end by sharing an excerpt with you all. Anything less than extraordinary is a waste of my time. Go explore the extraordinary, friends. And when you reach for those stars, make some time to touch the moon too. Thank you all.